He ain't playing with us.
Hello, class of cannabis. It's been a glorious year. I want someone in here to stand to their feet and tell me their best way to smoke. Who will it be? You are what's your name, girl?
Not him. It don't really matter when we all agree. What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough. What's your best way to smoke? I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't
What's up with y'all out there? This is the Best Way to Smoke podcast, and you smoking with Big J.
And your favorite smoking partner, Serpo. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, go ahead and subscribe.
Yes, please believe. Make sure you do that. Back with our special guest co-host.
What's poppin', y'all? C-Pop. Thank you for having me again.
For sure.
They already got me cracking the hell up, so I'm already ready. I'm ready for whatever.
Mm-hmm. This ain't coffee.
So look, though, before we get into the show, y'all already know what we do. We do the Best Way to Smoke tip. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell you like this. You know, smoke one, right? Right? And then don't let another person create a narrative about you. You know what I'm saying? Stand on your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Stand on your shit.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, what's the meat and potatoes of that?
The meat and potatoes is plain and simple what I just said.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Listen. People will try to create narratives for you. So if you don't
So
understand
if you just kicking back and smoking, somebody gonna try to create some type of narrative about you?
No, I said listen to understand, not to respond.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it could be anything, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So if anybody say something about you, just kick back and smoke a blunt and don't let them create that narrative?
Smoke and keep it moving. Yeah, do what you got to do. Speak up. You got to speak up. You know what I'm saying?
So what if they say
They don't be-
what if you say that's a money making, inspiring motherfucker?
What you mean? What the fuck?
Yeah, like they talking about you, they creating this narrative. That is one money making, inspiring motherfucker.
That's manifestation.
Yeah, that's
somebody, you know what I'm saying,
See,
creating a narrative. So don't let them create that narrative.
Cause of,
Oh, well, you was negative. Right on, brother.
you know what I'm saying?
Right on. I get it now.
Just a narrative.
Yeah.
Period. Fuck what he talking about. Just a narrative. Period. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody change your narrative or try to change your perspective, because people be on that bullshit. You know what I mean? Watch out.
That just like vegan type and people who still eat meat.
Could be, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And people who smoke tobacco and people who smoke papers.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's all in how you take it in.
Yeah.
So basically, stand on business.
Stand on business. Yeah.
Stand on
Whatever that business is.
Yeah.
Man,
Whatever it is, though.
What's
What's up with y'all though, man?
I can relate to that. Remember we was just talking about my bullshit ass job?
Yeah.
How I had to
Yeah.
Listen, I'm still saying it. Shout out to Cat Williams and shout out to Kendrick Lamar for giving all the energy to.
They
and
not
all
like us. On
You
the
know what
real.
I'm saying? Like just coming out and just popping your shit, and because like, man, I've been on one ever since. Like, I don't want to say ever since them, but it's just like a reminder. Like, yeah, pop your shit. You know, like I feel like some people they like at some point, you know, you want to be the bigger person and walk away and be like, you know, is it really worth my time? Blah, blah, blah. Just ignore it, you know? But then when it's just like people are creating these narratives, it's just like, all right, now I got to come out guns blazing. Now I got to come out, you know, standing on business. And it could be very like, the delivery could be very like you could be slick with it. You know, you don't have to be aggressive with it. But I got caught up a couple times.
What if the
narrative
narrative is like subliminal? You know what I'm saying? And it's not specific.
I
And
hate
then
that
it's like
shit.
somebody just like speak up. Don't the hit dog holler?
Like when the shots being taken at you and it ain't direct.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you may think somebody is talking about you, but you may be in your head. You know what I'm saying? You just
that happens. I think that happens a lot with people and shit, though. You know what I mean?
It does. I'm the type of person that
look, only reason why I'm saying that, you know what I'm saying, it's like, I don't know about y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, I watch other podcasts and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And within the fig community world / no jumper type shit, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all know Sharp and y'all know about Smack.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was
pimping partners.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was a situation, you know what I'm saying, out there to where it's like, You know what I'm saying? Along with your tip. You know what I'm saying? They put out a narrative.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? On one person's side. And then they came on the next person's side and put out another narrative. You know what I'm saying? Now, each person ain't say shit about nobody in the initial beginning. You know what I'm saying? But instead of like
Addressing it.
like addressing it like that, you know what I'm saying? They just
Went at
took
each other.
heed of the narrative. You know what I'm saying? And like bam, 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 bam.
And that happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? That happens a lot with people though. You know what I mean? Especially if you don't have that understanding with somebody to chop it up or whatever. You know what I mean? And figure it out. Man, that shit happens a lot, man. It fucks up relationships, all kind of shit though.
Yeah.
You know
I would say like, and I feel like the entertainment business is very tricky like that.
Yeah.
I feel like they like to plant more seeds than what they know.
Right.
Or not what they know, but like what they like to give out. I was just thinking about that because like with a lot of like beef going on and stuff like that, I was like, these labels gotta be the ones planting these seeds.
Oh,
You know,
for
to
sure.
stir some
Yeah,
shit up,
yeah.
get their artists
Yeah, I can
popping,
agree.
get them on. But I like the fact that they're taking it to the booth, like how we've been saying, because it's just at first it was like stirring up like narratives for no reason.
Mhm.
Everyone just on Twitter popping shit, like
Mhm.
talking about this person's this and that person's that. I don't care about none of that. Like
On the
you
real.
know, like for real. So, but it's a dangerous game too.
Huh. It's a sidebar, but is it still called Twitter? We still use Twitter, or is it just X?
X.
People
But it's-
still use Twitter.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's
What's the
who
difference?
asked you, bruh? Nah, not for
Oh,
Nah,
I see how it is. I'm gonna
Nah, I
put
fuck
a
with
big
you though.
black.
No, but
square over
that
your
is my
face.
question though.
He's like, and cut.
No, but that was actually going to be my question about it actually being X. You know what I'm saying? Is it still cool to just be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Twitter. You know what I mean?
Because they still say he sent a tweet. You know?
look,
They
that-
don't say
that
he
too,
spent
you know
an
what I'm saying?
X.
It's like,
Why
shit,
did they
you know,
share
like
his
he's
name?
X.
I'm not hip on none of
I
that.
sent the X.
Yeah.
That was Elon Musk.
Like, yeah, I just X.
he changed
yeah,
his
he
name.
just changed the name with the X.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
I just
Did you
X-
say who?
I just exit.
No, I said, ooh.
Oh.
He changed the name because I was like, that sounds like some.
Now, I think some people say I posted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit. You know what I mean? But look, though, man, we in this kind of, man, we know we all love cannabis. We love weed. We love smoking. We love getting high. So what are some weed strains that y'all miss? That y'all haven't had in a long time? First, let me ask you, how long you been smoking weed? How many years?
How long have I been smoking weed? Not that like so. Okay, when I was in college, I would as long as I can remember, I've had insomnia.
Right.
As long as I can remember, I could not sleep to save my life, and I've never been a pharmaceutical person, nothing like that. So, and my cousin was just like, "Yo, just smoke some weed," you know. And I was always like, "Nah, I'm cool," because I was always an athlete. I was into like just other things, you know, whatever. And then so I want to say I was around 25 because I was working full time and
Late
going
bloomer.
to school full time. Yeah. I was working full time and going to school full time. So like, and couldn't sleep, still could not sleep. And I was just like so drained in every different aspect. And I was just like, and my cousin got me a little bubbler, my first apartment,
Right.
you know, got me a little bubbler. It was just like, you know, and I would just use it to go to sleep. But then my ass would get paranoid at night living alone, like, you know, but like,
Seeing
yeah,
ghosts and shit.
no, it was more
Thinking somebody
like,
gonna come
Scratches
in.
on the window and shit.
it was more like, I gotta stay on 10.
Right.
Stay on
Looking out the
10.
window and shit.
Right,
Got
right.
the little woo wop. Like,
Right.
Dishes and shit moving.
Right. But eventually it was just like, it like, you know, because
Yeah.
it was like on and off a little bit,
Yeah.
you know.
So was that with any strain?
Pretty
Like
much
whether it was
25.
indica or sativa, any one of them would get you like that?
It was whatever my cousin picked up, man. Let me tell you.
Right,
like
right.
it was like I didn't know shit about none of that. You know?
Yeah.
Like, and I was always with like homies who did like smoke it and I just never touched it. I never
So
touched
back then, did you have like some strains, a strain or some strains
I was only
that
about like 4 years ago.
that was like
right?
your go-to?
No, you was about
He said that was
25 by
only
like
4
4
years
5 years
ago.
ago, right?
Nah, no. You
little
don't know my
youngin'.
age, huh?
Huh.
No, a strain that I miss. A strain that I miss. What did we used to call it?
Tide stick.
That's stupid. A strain
Yeah.
that I miss. You know what? You know what's hard though? Because like when I didn't really get really interested in it that much until I came to Cali.
Okay.
Then I was like, what's this? Oh, terps that? Oh, look at these packages. Like, it was just like, as long as you wasn't getting no, like, Reggie, no mid.
So you
like,
still young in the game with it. Well, you was still kind of young
I
in the
feel
game.
like I'm still young in the game.
Yeah.
Because, like, again, I use it for, like, healing, like, or, like, the relaxation purposes. I'm not really, I'm not saying I'm not a social smoker, because I am. What you laughing at, cuzzo?
Nah, like real shit. Like weed, recreation, fuck it. Recreation, maybe like I use it for healing.
Here I come. Here I come.
Niggas like us come like, no, we just want to get high. You know what I'm saying?
No, but then I grown to love like the social part of it when I when I came out here, because I'm like, oh shit, like there's whole communities, there's whole
communitizing.
Where you communitizing. You know, because like when I was back on the East Coast, like you could still be at the barbecues and shit, smoking whatever, but like I felt like there was always that factor of like, it was illegal, you know, so it was just kind of like you know, even like the blunt rides and stuff like that, it was cool, but then you had to know where to go and all. It was just, I don't know, I'd like to be in the house, like just like smoking my shit type deal.
On the real.
So when I came out here, I was like, I wanted to get to know more about the strains and everything like that, you know? So, but I want to say one strain that I'm happy, like that I found again was Bubba Kush. Because I felt like that one kept getting crossed. Mm-hmm. And that was pissing me off too, because like, it was a lot of cross this, cross that. I'm like, what the fuck are we even? So I stopped paying attention to it, to be honest, because I'm like, what the fuck are we smoking? Right. You know, like and that's if you're picking up from the dispensaries and stuff like that. I'm like, they just be making shit up. And then like from me working at a dispensary, I would see stuff come in and then they would have to change the name because of lawsuits. And so it would be some other shit. Because Disney did not like, you know, using their shit, like, you know, or stuff like that. So it was just like, so they would literally slap a name on some shit. So it was just
what would be the point of Disney OG?
No, but like even using like their
Goofy,
like Skywalker,
Tinkerbell,
right? Like using their names of their movies and stuff.
Oh, like, that's why they took Skywalker off the market?
Like no, like just like any like people.
She's talking about it like at a specific shop. You know what I'm saying? But no, just overall, no, that's not. It's probably still around though. But I brought this up just to say, because it's a lot of strains, like some of the OG strains from back in the days that you can't get to no more. You know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga. 30
something years?
About 30 years. Yeah, about 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
That's right now.
Yeah, about 30 years.
I'm a baby.
Season in. You know what I mean? And like I fell in love with it though. And like when I started smoking though, it was chronic. Mm-hmm. You know, the chronic and shit like that though, like that real green. You know what I mean? And that you can't find
no more.
Right.
And
there's even like literally right now there's so many different strains motherfuckers going to try. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was to say like a one I missed, it'd be the same thing. Yeah. Reason being, it's like, yeah, motherfucker love to smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, you know what I'm saying? If you get you some chronic, you know what I'm saying, and you go and get you your little Garcia Vega, your Zag, or whatever your preference may be.
It was a Vega for me though.
It was a certain type of accomplishment, appreciation, and a sense of like, you know what I'm saying, statue. Like, this nigga got some chronic.
Right.
Fluffy shit.
You know what I'm saying? And you sit there, you smoke, you know what I'm saying? It's a high you're going to actually appreciate.
Taste.
You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. And it wasn't nothing else out there that'll match that. It's so much shit that it's so many different terps out there that.
Why don't they grow it anymore? Is that just?
I feel like they overcrossed it.
Yeah, I think I honestly think the genetics is
lost.
Through vote. Yeah, like lost in the sauce. Like Pop said, it's been crossed so much. You can't find it. Like another one for me, it was like White Widow.
They be mixed breed.
You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, but the White Widow, that shit was like, You know, you see the terps on it.
When I
It's
first
white.
heard of that
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? Like, and that shit is fire. It's unique and it's different. I haven't had White Widow in probably like the real White Widow in probably about 17 years. You know what I'm saying?
Another one up with the chronic. I'm trying to. It'll come to me, but it was an OG just around like. It'll come to me. It'll come to me.
See, I was out around the time when they had the Arizona and shit too.
AZ, yeah.
The AZ. And this weed that came from Arizona.
Let's say I'm not up.
That's a step above success.
Yeah, a step above the stress and shit like that though. But it was like you can get a whole pound of it and you might have like 2 seeds in it. You know, like stressed Reggie. They probably called it Reggie back east and shit though. And you have seeds in the Reggie. You know what I mean? But like with the Arizona, it was like light green. Like some of it, majority of it was like the chronic, light green like the chronic. But it had the little seeds in it. Yeah, it had a little orange in it and shit. Yeah.
Pears and shit.
You know what I mean? But it was green, like fire. You know what I'm saying? And it was up to par with like, it could be up to par with some shit that's out now, like a hybrid or some
That'd
shit
be like,
that.
you know what I'm saying, the mid show. You know what I'm saying, with the chronic being top. You know what I'm saying? In the stress sets, however you want to say it, being the low grade.
On the
and
real.
stay there.
Cause I know like when you was back home and stuff like that though, Reggie was common though, right?
It was, and like I was.
Was Reggie the bomb? on that
Bye.
side?
To some people,
Like, I feel like no, you would get roasted no matter what. Like, and
okay.
I was also like I was also spoiled because at the time I was like, when I first started smoking or whatever, I started dating this guy and he was just right. He just knew what I liked. He just rolled whatever. He's like, oh, you like he liked like figuring out how like, oh, what you liked, what your taste was for, like all that. And like when he was around, nobody else was allowed to roll because he was the best roller.
right?
So that's just how it was. So I was just spoiled in that sense where it was just like, I didn't know what I was smoking, to be honest. Just to be honest.
Right.
It's like, he's like, this is the shit you like. This is what gets you giggling, whatever. Or like, this is what you like if I'm going to sleep type deal.
I
like,
get it now. So that's why too, like how you say how you be sometimes when you be out and you blow and how you'll get because you still like you not like
I be in the house.
right.
I be in the house, or if I'm like
Shit.
if I'm in my car by myself, I don't like.
I ain't
Not
gonna
like-
say
or I'm in a
like
house
you're not
setting.
like a vet. You're not
No.
seasoned like
Not
that
at
though.
all.
So I kind of get it right. You know what I mean? Like why you say like you don't be want to smoke too
that's why
much.
she
Right.
use it
when
for
you be out and
medication.
shit like that. Yeah, for
Like with
healing.
medication, you shouldn't drive.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit like
I
that.
know
But
what
I don't think those rules apply for recreational users.
Right. I don't
Right,
think so either though. Yeah.
Right, because you know what? Because like even when we're at events, like and like y'all blowing or whatever, I never feel like you guys are ever off your pivot. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it took me a while to like
Right.
I mean get to know you guys. I'm like okay, like but like I mean, and that's just a season smoker
Right.
period,
Right.
But I be like chilling now. In the beginning, I know I was probably a little uptight,
Yeah.
a little.
No, I
like,
wouldn't say uptight at
a
all.
little
Though,
aware
but
of my surroundings.
I paid attention to it because you mentioned it to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Beforehand, you mentioned it. So yeah, I noticed it. You know what I mean? But it's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know why it's just now clicking to me though. You know what I mean? But based off the conversation, like okay, I can see why. Because you're not like your tolerance is not high. I'm gonna say
No.
it better. You don't have a high tolerance.
Not like that, no.
You know what I mean?
When I first it's funny because when I first came here and I was diving into everything, my tolerance was like way higher because I
Right.
was like kid in the candy shop,
Right.
like like what's up with this, whatever. I wanted to try, I wanted to learn, like whatever. But then I was just like like let me stick what's for me type deal. But yeah, I am like a baby smoker. People actually like kind of I've seen like when I first started going to events and smoking, I've seen like girls kind of like take like now I don't want to say take a disliking to me, but I think they're used to seeing me upbeat, and then when I'm high in a public setting, they take it different, like as like stank or what's her issue type deal, and it's just like I'm just not comfortable,
Right.
or like I'm just stoned, like or thinking too much,
Right.
So
Let me ask you a question from like a bud tender standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like when you was working in the dispensary, like was it important to have the knowledge about the things that was in there.
Absolutely.
So when like customers come in and they say, oh, my back hurting, or oh, this and all that, and you could direct them to the right things.
I feel like no matter as a salesman, period, like you got to know what you're selling,
Right.
you know, because
That's
like
right.
for me, it was always hard in like the dabs area because I'm like, I don't touch it. I'm straight. Like that's y'all lame.
So if I walk in right now and I tell you my back hurt and the back of my neck hurt, what strains and what area you finna send me to?
The back of your neck hurts. I'm so done.
Yeah, but I know
right.
you heard that before. You had to have heard that would be photo. Like my back hurt.
That's how we got our wreck.
A lot of the times, people who would come in like that already know kind of what
they want.
Right.
So you redirect them somewhere else.
I would though. I would get this doctor who had cancer patients, you know, and
so you wouldn't advise them at all then?
I wouldn't advise them.
No, she said she would.
Smoke.
She said she would.
If I was,
but to the doctor.
I know I advise the doctor. But I would, to answer your question, I would always go to an indica because that's what relaxes me, you know. So
indica is always associated with pain relief.
Yeah, I feel like it's more towards like the body the relaxation part, you know. Like and I'm speaking from personal because I feel like terps, different strains affects people differently. You know, like you might see, like I might react like to something different than y'all do. Right. You know, so I never liked it's always tricky in that area, like because I'm like if we really want to, you know, I could tell you what's good for me, and that's how I did with the doctor, you know, because at the time he also had like diabetic patients, and I'm like, well, we have Cushy Punch that's sugar free, you know, like so I would try to gauge, you know, and he honestly he would just get like,
so pretty much with pain, hard to sleep, you know what I'm saying, you indica directing, it's associated that way.
There was also like CBD
bud. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, there was CBD bud.
So what is
CBD tinctures and shit.
What are sativas subscribed for? What issues would I come in and say, you know what I'm saying, for you to recommend a sativa to me?
If you're talking about pain, I wouldn't recommend like the bud at all. We had tinctures, we had edibles, like targeted towards relief. We had topicals.
Right on. That's because the
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right. So I had like an athlete come in. We had roll-ons. There was just straight THC. There's a THC CBD mix. That's what I like to recommend because it targets different receptors. Like people think of like THC, or like weed in general. They think of high. Obviously, because the THC is what gives you that psychoactive. The CBD will take away that psychoactive. That's why a lot of like recreational smokers
relax you
don't
still
like
too, though.
It'll relax you, but it's not giving you the head high that you're thinking. Right. So a lot of like traditional smokers will stay away from that. I don't want that CBD. I want to be high.
THC,
you know.
THC.
But if you're talking about pain, CBD targets like different receptors as THC. So the combination together is going to like give you that, you know, that ultimate relief or whatever. Like, so that's
in your opinion, working up under the doctor. Yeah,
yo, you putting too much on my title, baby. Like, like you talking about doctors, recommendations, all too. Like I'm telling you from experience. My experience ain't much.
What's the doctor?
All right, look. From your experience, you know what I'm saying? It's like
from what I've been taught from the brands, I should say too.
Yeah. From that right there, like. Me coming in as like, you know what I'm saying, the customer, what questions do I ask to get the recommendation of a good sativa? Like what gotta be the issues? You know what I'm saying? If I'm coming in medically.
I don't know.
What'd be the medical issues? Cause just like if I come in with pain, my neck hurt, I was hard to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You can recommend me to a indica, or you can recommend me to a CBD or some shit like that.
You know
what problems I come in, you know what I'm saying?
What would I have recommended?
I'm gonna shoot off the hip, just off the basic knowledge that I have about it. I would say if somebody came in and said, you know what, man, the indicas make me feel tired. You know what I mean? You know, I gotta go to work, or I gotta do this, I gotta move around. And it's kind of weighing me down a little bit though, man. You got something else that's still gonna get me high, but might just, you know, keep me going and stuff like that.
Or you know what?
That's where I would go with it.
Pretty much you gotta be like, all right, this makes me lazy. So that's not the medical condition that sativa is being used for.
But you know what? Like I didn't
So sativa is non-medical in the weed field. No,
I
just based off opinion.
I have no idea.
Because if
I
you're
would
coming
say,
in right
yeah.
now, all right, you know what I'm saying? This indica is making me feel drowsy. I can't take care of my shit.
I would say yeah, because you just like indicas have CBD in it.
Working for pain.
Sativas have CBD.
Some
But
medical
you know
issues.
what? People who
What medical issues
people
with a
would
sativa?
people would come in like or I would get people were like, I got anxiety, but I gotta go
You
to
gotta ask the expert. Yeah, go ahead.
you know, bye.
You're coming on to something though.
Expert my
You on to
ass.
something.
But there was two things I would mainly see, and that's when I started taking a liking to sativas because I never would mess with sativas till like maybe like 2 years ago.
Right.
I was like, because I just related it to paranoia, you know. But people would come in like for anxiety, like, oh, I got anxiety, but I need to like get through my work day, or I would get a lot of creatives. I got writer's block. You know, I'm trying to create
Okay, I see
something.
that one. But anxiety, like when you want something to calm you down, so that's the indica.
They
right?
like the high, but they like the effects of a sativa staying up. What a sativa does, you know. So it
So
would
you
calm
like
you.
to be in the
It was-
anxiety mode then.
I don't feel like I feel like that depends.
See, but
on
you
the
could
person.
you could get a balance with a hybrid though. You know what I mean? Something that's
Yeah, we ain't there yet, though. I was gonna get there. Though. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
But look though, tell me if this would be right though.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying? Like because how you saying I'm just putting it together. You
Right.
saying like, all right, the indicas may cause me to be a little bit drowsy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna redirect you somewhere to an indica. How you saying? You know what I'm saying?
you
You
want
maybe
something
deal
for
with
night to sleep.
like anxiety or some shit like that. All right, now I'm gonna be geared toward this way. Like putting that together, if I come in and be like, damn, it's hard for me to like, you know what I'm saying, stay focused, you know what I'm saying, on the job or whatever it may be. You know what I mean?
I would say
in school.
sativa.
Now, you know what I'm saying, we're getting somewhere. So it's
I would
now,
say
it's like, now it's attention wise, you know what I'm saying, which can be medically, you know what I'm saying, diagnosed.
Because the sativa is, and why I go there with it, because I done tried it before. But the sativa it's not gonna knock you off your pivot. So if you're already a productive person and you go, it's not gonna really like slow you down. It might even like make you kind of tune in a little bit more, like, you know what I'm saying, and give you a little bit more focus and stuff like
What's
that.
anxiety?
I feel like it's almost like you're attacking yourself. I want to say. I feel, and let me because you give me that look because if you think about it, like it starts mentally. You know, you could be overwhelmed, or a lot of people or panic. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a panic, but when you can't control it in your head, it just it could come out like physically. Like you see people have these.
So
attacks.
you'll recommend a sativa, which is like a uppity form of bud.
I wouldn't
you know what I'm saying?
recommend
Because if you look
shit
at
medically.
it,
Go to the tinctures.
Look, but look though, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going off of what's, you know what I'm saying, what's presented.
What's presented, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you look at sativas, you know what I'm saying? You'll catch a motherfucker partying and shit, moving around and all that. You know what I mean? And then you'll see an indica motherfucker like, shit, I'm laid back, I'm kicking it. You know what I'm saying? That's just the vision, you know what I'm saying, that's put out, you know what I'm saying, socially.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
a fact.
if it's anxiety and you in your brain, you in your head, shit moving all fast and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't sativa
Wanna
be
slow
related to be like,
That's
you know
what I
I'm
would
saying?
think.
And it
too.
tends that more.
That's what I
So
would think.
that's
You know what I'm
why-
saying? But
that's-
you would need an indica to calm that down.
Well, that's why I said I wouldn't recommend shit medically because usually people who come because for me, a certain sativa can get me like that. It will get me anxious. So like,
So sativa is not used for medical purposes.
Yeah.
I think
Let me ask you,
that's-
like say at the dispensary that you worked at, you know what I mean?
I think that's why they made
We're gonna leave it at what it was though. But
right? They're like, this is
did they let the bud tenders try the different strains to so they can know how it makes them feel and all that kind of stuff, so they can give good recommendations based off of that?
so some brands would come in and they would bring samples, like so
Okay.
if those samples got to us or not, like you know,
That's
a lot
pretty
of,
much.
but like my boss was
Every blue moon.
right. It depended because you
Yeah.
know, like it got to start from somewhere. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Every leap year.
But then he might, my boss, my boss was dope though. He was dope. He would just be like, hey, like, let me know how you like this or whatever. Like, let me, cause like, like he didn't mess with edibles. So that's what he would slide over. Nah, he would slide over at like whatever he felt like he wanted to. And he wasn't like holding out type deal, but you know, like he would just ask us like, oh, let me know how you like this. Let me know if, you know, if the brand was like caught our eye type deal. Like, oh, okay, like try this.
So
Let me know
like
how you like it.
Like, is it
I feel like that's important too.
Yeah.
Because even like think about if you're going out and like you trying a glass of wine and or you talking to your bartender, how is this? You want them to really describe it. It's good.
Right.
Or if you're going out to eat. Like, so for me that was important because like if I'm selling something, I need to be able to stand by.
Knowledgeable. Yeah.
Right. You need to be able to know what it is. So that's why when the dabbers came in, I would tell them straight up, that ain't my lane.
Would you tell somebody else to come over like, hey?
Well, I would ask you. We worked with plenty of people who were like, "That's just fire." Da 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 da. So then I would dive into that. Like, what'd you like about it? The taste, the high, the whatever. You know, we would get like regular customers. I loved our regulars because like I would just be like, "Yo, let me know how you like that. It's new." You know, like, and they would be like, "Oh, I will," and they would come back and be like, "Oh yeah, or whatever," or it's some trash.
Right.
You know, like so. I like to really like I fully engage when I'm selling something. You know, to be good at what you're doing, you know?
That's what's up.
That's pretty much like word of mouth, huh? So it can be like twisted and distorted. Like that can be fire, but it's really bullshit.
Right.
That's
why I wouldn't recommend shit to nobody for no type of medical nothing, because you ain't coming back here being like, you told me. You know? Like,
I ain't tell your ass shit.
Right. From my experience, you know, or if it's something I didn't mess with, I would just be like, I don't mess with that.
So community, you know what I mean, on this topic. So community is important, right?
Mm-hmm.
Community is important, right?
Yeah.
And what? Like,
as far as in the cannabis industry. You know what I mean? Community.
Like what you mean?
Communitizing. Like, as you say, your word, communitizing.
But
with
like,
the community.
Like in what department of the
Let's
cannabis?
Growing business and all kind of stuff coming together to make things happen, as you say, right? It's important.
I'm going to say yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Right. So, is it important, so with you feeling that way about it, is it important to support dispensaries and buy weed from dispensaries because that supports the community?
First, how does the dispensary support the community? How do they do that?
Because it's businesses that's made up of the community, as we talk about all the time.
I understand that.
Yeah, we know what they do. They sell weed.
But as far as it helping the community, what is the meat and potatoes of that as far as like, all right, we going and supporting your shop, spending our money, what are you doing and putting back into the community is what I'm asking. What's the meat and potatoes of that? Why would we be going in here supporting that?
My question is it important to support the dispensaries in the form of community so the community can grow and compete with bigger business?
And how is that community? But that's how is that dispensary growing that community?
You're moving past the question, though.
I just want to know the meat and potatoes of it.
If I'm thinking of like supporting I like to support small businesses.
Great way to deflect, but go ahead, Pop.
I like to support small businesses. So depending on what it is, you know, if they got deals, if they're new, if they're woman owned or whatever the case is, like I'm always out there supporting small businesses. Dispensaries, I'm like a little picky choosy about, you know,
right.
It just depends.
I just want to ask this though, you know what I'm saying? Because in business, just because it's a small business, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, like their mission, their goal, and all of that shit, that does not play a part. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of just supporting, you know what I'm saying, the business that's in your community, whether you know anything about it or not. It's just in your community, you're just going to support it because it's a business that's there.
I feel like if the mission and goal aligns with what I'm aligned with, that's a plus. For me, if I see like the whoever like out there selling whatever, just putting their blood, sweat, and tears in it, and I'm like on my way to Walmart and I'm to get lotion, but she's selling some lotion. She's you know, like I support.
Let me put it to you like this.
Wait.
All the community, all the way you talk about community, right? So in that aspect of the community, of how you saying communitize and all that kind of stuff like that, though, those businesses within that community.
And I'm finna tell you, look,
important to support those.
I'm finna break this down to you. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, there'll be some meat and potatoes in there for you. You know what I'm saying? If there's a dispensary, you know what I'm saying, like how Pop, you know what I'm saying, say she worked at before. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, I will try and cater to your needs. You know what I'm saying? Medically, recreationally, or whatever it may be. It sounds as if like it may have had like a doctor on point or some type of profession that was there. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, you helping, you communitizing. That's something to support. You know what I'm saying? But if you like that shop that's up in that motherfucker, and I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm making bread. I'm not even giving back. Y'all don't care about how the fuck your back feel. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how the recreational park is. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want a whole
I was making
different
bread
thing.
too.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, like that's not the one a motherfucker go in and support. And both is inside my community. One is actually being productive there, and one is actually just there. That's some of the meat and potatoes in the question that I was asking. You know what I'm saying? So just because there's a dispensary there, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you here for? Are you catering to the elderly? Are you catering to motherfuckers with mental health? You know what I'm saying? Are you guiding them in the right way? That's something to support. My brother, that's communitizing.
In the form, and that's true. But that's still the question was just
I just told you, like I really answered it.
The question is just plain and simple though. You know what I'm saying?
And I just gave it like really, like it's really plain and simple.
I see
gravy and all that on top.
I see what you mean, because like when I first started working for this dispensary, it wasn't because it was a dispensary. It was a Latin-owned business that like was starting from the ground up. You know,
some were supporting.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, and like this individual was like super like intelligent to me. Like, so I was just like, I want to see how you and cannabis was new for me, like
another point, you know what I'm
in
saying?
the legal realm, right? So I was
something
just like,
you can learn from,
right? Like, so I'm like, I've been around like the trap shit. Let me see like a business from the bottom up, like being like I want to be a part of that, and then it being like Hispanic owned. I was like, so yes, it adds some substance as to why I was there. You know, I was there for the business.
Makes you want to support.
Made me want to support. I needed a side job at that time. Like there's multiple things that came into it. Like, did I go over there for the money? Yes, that was the first intention. But I was like seeing it from the outside. I was like, nah, I want to see a business being built from the bottom up and being part of that. I chose to take it serious and to diving into like the information part of it from nothing. You know, from not really knowing much at all. You know, especially being out here, it was like I'm learning from my peers. I'm learning from people walking in. So like it was like. So it just kind of added, and as I was there more and more and getting to learn things and getting to it, more substance was being added. I'm like, oh, this is a dope business. This is like, you know, there is substance here. Like they take care of their people or whatever it is. They were giving back to the community, like things like that. So yeah, when it aligns, cool. You know.
Can I ask you something? Did you believe in blind support?
Just support, yeah.
Blind support, meaning like you support something and you really don't know the cause. Of what you're supporting, and you believe in supporting that.
Yeah, it can happen. I mean, yeah.
I would say it does. I would say it does happen.
That's cool.
I would say it does happen. I'm somebody who can like really like separate.
That's deep.
Like certain shit. Like it depends on what it is. It's like certain shit.
Blind
certain
support.
Shit we
blind
even
support.
Know.
You don't know what it is. It's blind. You don't know what it is that you're supporting it. You just supporting it.
Did
you know
you
what I'm saying? The
vote
motherfucker speak this, and you just like, oh, I support you. But you can be hanging motherfuckers right here.
Have you ever had
That's
anyone
blind
come
support.
up to you with like their mixtape? Like, yo, buy my $5 mixtape. You ain't never heard of this person before in your life?
Yes, and the only way that you're actually going to support that is like you got to actually hear like what you're called. Like what is this? Like, is it
Not necessarily.
tuning to my ear?
Did you vote for Obama?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
A lot of black people voted for Obama on a blind
support.
Yes. So it does happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
I voted for him.
like I'm not disputing.
That's when I first started. That's when I first.
I'm not
voting.
disputing. You know what I'm saying, that it doesn't exist or anything like that, or people
like,
don't do it or not. You know what I'm saying? I just say like, do you believe in blind support? You know what I'm saying? And it's like me describing blind support for me. I'm just gonna say no. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm blind and you trying to tell me something, I don't grasp this. I don't too much understand. You know what I'm saying? So I really can't give you my full support.
Have you ever been to a dispensary and every dispensary that you went to, let me say it like this, every dispensary that you went to, you knew and you spent money in, you knew what they gave back to the community and stuff like that?
No.
Okay. So community, like I think like this, back to the community thing. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to community, if that's something that you pushing, you should support the community. You know what I'm saying?
Totally true.
And what
You
is
know what I'm
a
saying?
form
But
of
if it's
supporting the
something, if
community?
it's something that I'm not in agreement with, even though you are in the cannabis business, you know what I'm saying? If it's something that I am not in agreement with, I'm not obligated to support
That's
that.
logical though.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
For
if you-
It's
that's
anybody.
if you
so
know.
really tell me
Right,
what's
that's
the
if you know
substance,
there's
like right here, tell me
but you
what's
might not know.
So what's the substance of your question?
The substance of the question is, if community is important, the businesses within the community should be supported by the individuals in the community. And if a person is not supporting the businesses within the community, a motherfucker just blowing smoke.
So you're going to support, say it's a business in this community that's actually like thriving but fucking over the community. Do you still support this?
Walmart does it.
I'm staying strictly right here in the cannabis community. Though.
That's obvious. Like I'm gonna speak for me personally. If I know that they fucking over the community, I'm not finna support them motherfuckers.
That's my solid
But you
point,
gotta
you
know.
What I'm saying?
You know what I'm
and
saying?
for you to know, you know what I'm saying, you gotta know about what this shop is doing.
Just like when the dispensaries was before it became legal.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was going to this. All they was doing at those dispensaries was what? Putting the money in their pockets and sliding off. So
it was a lot of naive motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, around and shit like that too. Just like nowadays, there's a lot of naiveness.
So a lot of people ain't gonna. I think it's just something good to say.
As
You know
far
I'm
as
saying?
what, like
As
I
far
just
as-
support.
As far as when motherfuckers talk about community and it's not really no support for the community.
It is support for the community. It's support for
What is
those, you know what I'm
support?
saying? It's like support. I'm going to tell you this right here. Big J got 900 radio going. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
that right?
Motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? It's support that's there because I know the mission. I know what you're doing, this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? For a motherfucker to tap in and tune in with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to learn something about that, and then they'll be able to support.
And the
You know what I'm saying?
companies
Wait a
in the
minute.
dispensary,
Look, wait.
you should know about your community. That's
All right,
what
and
I'm saying.
that's my point.
You
You know
should
what I'm saying?
know about your
All
community.
dispensaries out there, you know what I'm saying, is not actually for the community, is what I'm telling you. And I actually agree with you when I tell you if it's something that, you know what I'm saying, I look and I see that they're putting back into the community, that's what I support.
Is that a major factor in you going to spend your money in the dispensary?
That's
or
a
is
big
it about
factor.
they got some good shit and good
That's
prices?
a big factor because I done been places, you know what I'm saying, with some cool shit and it's fucked up fucking service. You know what I'm saying? I walk out on that shit. I don't need your motherfucking weed.
Right.
I'm here in support of you, but if your customer service is fucked up with me,
Are you really here in support of them or are you there to get your tree?
it's in support. I'm in the cannabis community, period. So just as you say, I'm going inside this motherfucker off of blind faith. You know what I'm saying? This is a cool
I
dispensary.
didn't say that.
I'm not saying you did say it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Pay
said
attention.
you said.
Pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So a motherfucker go up inside a dispensary off of blind faith. It's just in the community. I'm going in here supporting because, all right, you're in the community.
Right.
I'm finna support. I know nothing about this, but you in my community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in there to support, but if I meet with fucked up customer service, oh shit, I know what this shit built for now. This is not nothing.
And that might just be that individual too, though. It might not be the
That
whole
individual
corporation.
done fucked
Right.
up. You done fucked that
happens,
up.
though. Yeah, I
You done
push
fucked
out
that
too,
up.
though.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, yes, I support those, you know what I'm saying, that support the
You wouldn't
community.
try again?
Look, listen, it's a lot that I haven't tried.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a saying, I believe you fuck with it too. I support them motherfuckers who support me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no turning away from that right there.
But if the cannabis community is made up majority of businesses, it's a lot of different divisions of it, you know what I'm saying, and all that. But if it's made up of businesses, and the biggest part of support besides word of mouth or some shit like that of business is spending money.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Right.
it's spending money. You know what I'm saying? So if that kind of support is not given, and you of the community and you indulge in it, whether the prices, because I heard you say before, like, man, it don't matter the price sometimes. No, if you know what I'm saying?
What I
it's a
told
good
you though,
quality
the
and
customer
whoop-de-whoop.
service,
And
didn't
the
I tell you
customer
all of that
service,
stuff,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If all of that shit will play a factor, you know what I'm saying? Your customer service is what, you know what I'm saying, making your community homey.
So if you go into a spot and the customer service is on point, bam, everything is on point, and then you up there buying your shit, good deals, and then you see something, it might say, oh, we hunt dogs and skin them or some shit though up there while you about to make your purchase and shit like that though. Or you gonna turn out and say, man, fuck y'all, I love dogs. Or are you gonna make that purchase for that good price? And you already up there, you know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit, because you did say,
I'm finna be on some real shit.
Yeah,
if a motherfucker is standing on moral,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and that's actually what you live by, that'd be something that a motherfucker would turn out on. You know what I'm saying? If that's your moral stance, your moral code.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not willing to break, you know what I'm saying, for something that's not morally fucking right to you as an individual.
Right. So you wouldn't do it.
I'm just saying to you
to
as
whoever,
an individual.
right,
To whoever as an individual.
So you won't get your bud though, is what you saying.
I'm not saying that. If it's something, because you're saying if it's something up there that I don't like, something that I don't agree with, it could be like, fuck black women. What the fuck do you mean, fuck black women? I'm getting the fuck up out of there.
Oh, yeah, of
fuck
course.
That bud. So,
yeah.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever suits that motherfucker that may discredit the shit, you know what I'm saying? It's
so based off your opinion of how, do you think it's good to research a dispensary before you go to it to see what they about,
indeed.
see if they give out and see if they
I believe that should have been like one of your opening points, because if this is something that's in your community,
I had to work up to it.
Yeah, all right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm working up to it.
It's something inside your community, you know what I'm saying, that's presented. You know what I'm saying? They give you a call, like, man, we got the shop over here and such, whoopty whoop. We you know what I'm saying, we gonna raise, you know what I'm saying, awareness for, you know what I'm saying, men's mental health or child autism. You know what I'm saying? It's something, it's a cause that they present you with this shop that's right here on the corner.
And we're being
versus something that just set right here and we just like, nigga, we in here trapping, nigga, you walk on the door like.
And look though, as you say, in being a community, so when you communitize,
it's not me, it's not as in me saying being a community. Nigga, don't put no narrative on me, nigga.
but when
don't put no narrative on me, nigga.
I know what I said.
But when you communitize and shit though, right? So like teaching, like these are adults and grown people that own the dispensaries and stuff. So like teaching and giving the knowledge and stuff like that in the form of community. So if you go into a spot and maybe the customer service is bad and shit though, but they're of your community and shit though, isn't it a better alternative to say, to address the issue?
It sure
if it's
is.
in your community and shit like that?
It sure is. You know what I'm saying?
To try to correct that situation and rectify it versus
like,
just walking out of it and saying fuck it and then turning everybody else off to it when it might be just that one in particular individual that had a bad day or just whatever the fuck.
So if you had, so if you are there, you know what I'm saying, within management, you know what I'm saying, it's like, all right, you're not gonna, like, you mean to tell me you're not having like team meetings, you're not having team coaching.
Sometimes
you know what I'm saying? But wait a minute,
though.
it does, you know what I'm saying? Because if it is, you can kind of figure out, be like, man, my guy or my girl not on it right here today. You know what I'm saying? We're not finna have you right here dealing, you know what I'm saying, with people coming in and out. We making have you back here, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, putting some packages and shit together.
How many team meetings is be just the
That's called communitizing, you know what I'm saying? It's like now you deflecting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you finding a way, you know what I'm saying? It's a shop now that's ran that's kind of like illegitimately. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're trying to come and you actually for this community, man, I'm not finna like I see it. You know what I'm saying? That's on
That's what I'm saying.
That's not me as in customer.
But you could bring
I'm the customer. Isn't the customer always right?
Like Cuzzo said, right though, but wouldn't you report it? You know what I'm saying? Like it's of the community, so you want to help the community be better.
So now you now you telling?
Man.
So
Man, I like Cuzzo said though, like Terry said though, like man, it gotta be right though. But you can't help. It's just like with a kid.
But like
if a kid do something wrong,
off in a business though, bruh. It's like you
just like they got surveys and shit like that on business.
But look, by you being like big on like business and you know what I'm saying, how shit go, you know what I'm saying, you being a business owner. It's not, it really shouldn't be up to no fucking customer to tell you about your employee. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if you big, global, this, that, and the other, you may not be able to catch everything.
Employees.
But look, that's what like may, you know what I'm saying? That may be customer review or whatever it may be. But that's where like, you know what I'm saying, how we say, like way back, a productive, you know what I'm saying, shop would be ran, you know what I'm saying? You do these team meetings. You get to know each other.
For sure.
You get to know your product.
I could dig it.
You know what I'm saying? And within this stuff, you know what I'm saying, you as management, you as team leader, you as business owner, whatever, You know what I'm saying? These are something that you or I supposed to be keen to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, humans and personalities are different though.
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
true. You know
I
what
could
I'm saying?
like just say for instance, you the manager. We in a team meeting. Me and Pop in a team meeting. And shit
That's
or
a
whatever.
team effort, just like I said.
Right?
Within that
but
team
listen
meeting.
to me though. But you Pop, you saying what you got to say, and I'm saying all the right things though. I'm saying all the right things, but
I'm not going against it.
But I just got into an argument at the house of wooty woo woo. So, but I'm on what you saying and shit though. But now I'm out there and somebody say something the wrong way, and I might snap or you know just come off the rip because we humans.
And good
that kinda
community.
shit
Look,
happen.
watch this. Good community. We all right here. We all.
That's
in the
why it
South.
should be reported.
And I see Big J doing that. You know what I'm saying? I understand the community as a whole, but inside of this shop, we're a community too. Oh no, I got you, Big J. Come here. Oh my bad, Popinator. You know what I'm saying? I got you, my man. He just going through something. It ain't nothing like
Right?
That's
yeah,
if
that's
you
right.
have that support at that time.
That's proper communitizing. You know what I mean? Like within and out.
A lot of employees
you know
be like, man, I don't give a fuck what you going through. Like for real though. Like,
and that's a
They wanna
reality.
see
Look
you
and
go
look
crazy
and look
and trip.
and listen. That's a reality. Something that you actually speak on too, though. You know what I'm saying? Reality and just like things that should be going on is a difference.
On the real.
You know what I'm saying? Now, what should be going on is what'll make that difference. You know what I'm saying? Because if that shit was implemented, like shit, that's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he gone. I can get a couple extra more sales and get my shit. You know what I'm saying? Versus just like, oh no, let me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nah, I got this.
It's
I
just
know.
like being in a dope spot. Like being in a dope spot and shit though. Or it might be the homie spot, but he let niggas come serve and shit though. But then nigga want to bogart everything and wooty woo woo. Oh nigga, oh how many sales you made? You made 7? Oh nigga, I need 8 before you get another one. And wooty woo woo, man.
See, but then it's like now that you like you crossing the two. You know what I'm saying? Because like in a dope spot, nigga, you some faulty shit go on, nigga, you liable to lose life.
Every time.
You know what I'm saying? You're liable to lose your nose, a couple teeth or something. You know what I'm saying? Versus, you know what I'm saying? Versus, you know what I'm saying? The business being ran.
I feel like everyone's so like big on like the cancel culture. Remember I was bringing that up earlier, like the cancel culture. You know, they don't appreciate like just a business like
Who is they?
having flaws. Like I feel like this era right now, the whatever you want, I don't know what they're called. I don't know if they're millennials or whatever this generation is. They're
Gen
so big
X.
on the cancel culture generation. Like they don't appreciate. Okay, like people are flawed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're quick to run online and be like, I don't go here and da 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 blah blah blah. Like not realize like. You have to trip and fall a couple times to have a successful business.
For sure.
I had somebody.
for sure.
I had somebody write a note and like slip it to me, and they did have a bad experience. You know, not with me, but they had a bad experience, and I peeped it, and the person was trying to like do their best, but they just didn't handle pressure well. You know, and it was a bad experience. It was what it was. And he wrote a note and was just like, you know, and like left his information, was just like, you know, this was my experience. Is like I figured you'd rather want to hear it than for it to be online, and left their information.
I think that's the best way to handle it.
And look
dope,
with that,
right.
look with that, and if it's actually noticed, you know what I'm saying, within a team meeting, shit like that'll be addressed.
And but my boss did address it. Like they appreciated the fact that they did that. They were like, okay, I appreciate you did not trash my shit online, and was like, let me see, like, and resorted to like see, okay, what happened within the team, was like, okay, and then how he can like fix it. Like, so it was appreciated.
So he didn't leave it anonymous when he addressed it in front of everybody? Like, was the person pointed out? No, when your boss addressed it.
Like, oh, was like it wasn't like, I mean, it wasn't my team members, like, I don't want to say it was anyone's fault. Sometimes shit just happens.
Right.
Life just be happening.
The customer might be an asshole or something, or be off they wooty wop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it was, right. And he was just like, and he asked for what he asked for. He asked for it very specifically. He didn't get it. And then next time around, didn't get it again. It was just like, and I feel like the person was just off. Like, because they didn't mean no harm. They just kept fucking up, and he was just like kind of done spending his money, and was just like, all right, like
That's some bullshit.
But right, but then left a note, and then we were able to like just fix that matter, like, you know, and left his information.
Right.
So it was like, yeah, we're gonna call you.
Right, and that's
and make sure shit's
that's
straight
a
with
better
you.
way to do it though than to go, because most people, like you say, cancel culture. Most people gonna go online, bad review, wooty woo woo woo, whatever.
Have you ever did that before?
That's a better way to handle
You
that
ever
shit
went
though.
online and left a bad review like anywhere?
Yeah. I'm on Google reviews and shit, dog. Yeah, I fuck with it. Yeah. Yeah.
Have I ever left a bad review?
On everything. Majority be on some good shit though, but yeah, I left a bad review. You know what I'm saying?
The
Fucking Augie. Fucking.
right. What was I gonna? Oh, damn, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Man, but
Who be doing the counseling in the council culture?
Oh, what I was gonna say. I went to an event this past weekend. Right.
Okay.
An event. It was a cannabis event. Super dope. Right. But I'm not gonna give all the details. But last minute, somebody someone did scam them. Someone scammed the shit out of them. You know, it was unfortunate. If you're in the event industry, period, it just happens. You know, you got to expect the unexpected, and it was something that could have went really bad. But the community we communitized, baby. Let me tell you, man. Everybody, they were just like they were completely honest about what was going on. Like, listen, to be honest, I feel like an asshole, but I got scammed. Like, I need to figure out how to make this shit go on today because like I can't go out like this. Yeah. Like they came humbly, and everyone kind of put their heads together. I don't know how they've ended up fixing how they need to fix, but like even when I got there, I was just like, what do you need help with? You know, and it ended up being beautiful and such a dope ass event. And I'm glad it happened how it happened, you know, because it was just I feel like at that point, everyone who was there needed to be there. Like they were meant to be there. Yeah. But on the other end, people were bashing that small business, saying that they were scammers. Yeah. You know, because they were like, I don't know what's happening. But they were super honest and transparent with everybody. So I don't know.
That's
understand why
a good thing.
I don't know why people turned on them like that because they came.
People not trust. You know, people don't trust like that, and a lot of people be skeptical
because they were like, if you
would have been burnt.
Right. So they were like, if you want to drop out, I fully understand. For me, if I'm putting money in, I'm going to still pull up and see where the hell my money's going. You know, did it happen how it happened, man. You know, or can we fix it?
Plate,
right. Right.
Extra plate.
Can we fix this? Right. But it was able to be pulled together and fixed. So, it was dope.
And the food was good?
Food was bomb.
That's what I'm talking about.
Food was bomb.
They had vegan options?
They had... Chill. Maybe that was I don't know if those options were given in the beginning. I wanted my lobster personally.
Oh yeah.
So, and there was so many. It was infused. They had so many gifts, a raffle. It was so. I met so many new faces. Right.
That's right.
So I feel bad that people were bashing them online because I'm like, that's not what it was at all. You just stirred up a narrative. That was not true. Instead of coming to see for yourself or lending a hand.
Yeah, and it's a learning lesson too, though. Based off what you told us, you know what I mean. Even researching places that you gonna fuck with and do business with. Make sure it's all the way, you know what I mean, legit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lesson. It's a lesson.
So pretty much you'll recommend if it's any cannabis shops in the community, Google them motherfuckers, see how many stars they got, look at their reviews and shit before you go in.
No. Well, look at the stars and shit though, but I man, look, I'm gonna tell you like
how
this.
else you gonna do your research?
I'm gonna tell you like this. No, I'm saying for your perspective though.
No, that wasn't the question I asked, bro. I'm asking you a question.
But that's not my perspective.
We not going. We passed that. I'm just asking you a question.
Ask me again. Ask me again. Ask me again.
Deflecting you know.
I forgot it. I forgot the question. Ask me again.
As far as research, you know what I'm saying? We have cannabis shops, you know what I'm saying, within our communities. You know what I'm saying? Would you recommend, you know what I'm saying, them researching that?
Oh, I got you. Yeah. I would say yeah, for sure. At least at minimum, just to see about customer service. You know what I'm saying? See about the customer service and see what people saying about the quality of the flower that's in there or whatever you looking for, though. Because you can find a lot in the reviews. It's a lot of people, everybody want to leave a review or some shit. You know what
that's
I'm saying?
Great. Yeah. And that tip, you know what I'm saying? That question recommendation coming from Big J, that is not blind support. Mm-hmm. He's actually going and doing a review, seeing what people say about the shop, the buzz, this, that, and the other. He acquired a certain knowledge, so now he's actually, you know what I'm saying, make a conscious decision whether I want to support or whether I don't.
And I'm going to say it like this, though. I do support my local dispensaries. I just don't buy flour though, but I do go get everything else up out of there though. You feel me? So hey, communitize. Like Cuzzo say, this is Cuzzo word, communitize. And community is important. You know what I'm saying? So if you're of the community, what should you do? Support the community. You know what I mean?
That's just like me, you know what I'm saying? Like in the town I live in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The one little small shop.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I
fuck
mean?
with them, yeah.
It's like, no, I don't mess with shops and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, in that aspect. But, you know what I'm saying, you are in the community that I live in. You know what I'm saying? And they actually support Best Way to Smoke. Shout out County Line. You know what
shout
I'm
out to
saying?
them. Yeah.
You can go up in there and you can see some smeezy products.
On everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
So,
them,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? In that aspect, you know what I'm saying? Not just because the products are there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't actually like sit there and witness them, you know what I'm saying? Talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Within that shop, like, I recommend this or such and such. Oh, I remember a time my back was toe up, woo-de woo. You know what I'm saying? I used this and I was like, don't know if it'll work, but it helped me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they directing you to get this, you know what I'm saying? They're giving you personal experience, this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a slight, you know what I'm saying? It's not the best bud. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? For what you get, you know what I'm saying? It's homey. It's a community there. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to them.
It'll get you right though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll get you right though.
That's right.
But I don't think you should have said that part.
I don't give a
They
fuck.
got
Said
they got
what
some
I
good.
said.
You know what I'm saying?
I said what I said. No, cause I even we
Like-
chopped it up before. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you know this motherfucker.
We can't
I'm
share
like,
it. We can't tag them in this clip.
yes, they can.
As they
No.
watching.
No, real shit though. It's public knowledge, like with me and them, like, cause I've been knowing them for a while. I'm like, man, you know, sometimes this shit, y'all shit is like,
Dry and shit.
you know what I'm saying? They be like,
But I feel like they want to know that. Like, you
Yeah.
didn't go online and do it. You
no,
told them.
I chop it up with them. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
communitizing, right? That's
Right.
so.
after I learned about what your mission and all that shit is, if I learned something that was
community.
faulty about this shit, man, you wouldn't have heard no shit like that from me.
That's right, man.
Right.
So at the end of the day, and what's important, be of your community and support your community. You know what I mean?
But not in blind faith.
Man. For sure. I could dig it. You know what I mean? And on that note, look, this is Best Way to Smoke, Big J.
Serpo Jr.
And see pie.
So make sure you hit that like button, comment, and go ahead and subscribe because we are on a mission to serve you, the cannabis community,
Man.
by communitizing.
Baby,
So go
baby.
ahead again, like the video, comment, and subscribe.
Just believe.
The best way to smoke.